Yes. So guys, this is a question on law of indices. Let's check this one out and find the solution. So from law of indices, we recall that if you're having any variable raised to an indices or a power multiplying another variable, they have to be of the same base, of course. This means that we pick one of the bases and we add the indexes of the. So this means m, we add n. Another case, if we have a base with an index, then multiplied by another power, this means that we of course multiply the powers. And then if we have another variable of course raised to a negative index, this means the reciprocal or the inverse of the base. So this one result to 1 over the variable. So let's using these rules, let's check out this question. So solution, we have 32 raised to negative 2 multiplied by 4 over 3, all this one in bracket, and then raised to a half multiplied by 8 raised to 2, and then all of this divided by 2 raised to negative 3, all of this raised to 2 multiplying 16. First, you can realize all these bases we can simplify them to the base of 2. So let's check out. So 32 is the same as 2 raised to 5. This means that we have the numerator 2 raised to 5, but remember this one was raised to negative 2 multiplied by, same as 4 can be written as 2 raised to 2. That means 2 times 2, 2, then all of this raised to 3, all of this in bracket, and then multiplied by 8 can be written as 2 raised to 3, of course, raised to 2. Then the denominator, we're having 2. That one is already simplified to the base of 2. That's what we need. Raised to negative 3. 2 times 16 can be written as the base of 2 raised to 4. So since we are having the same base, we can work this one out using the law of indices. Let's check out first one. If we are having a power raised to another power, we multiply the power. So inside the bracket we'll have 2, of course 5 raised to 5 times negative 2, then 2 raised to 2 times 3, of course we multiply the powers. So 2 times 3, we multiply the powers, close the bracket, and then same to this one, we have 2, we multiply the powers, 2 multiply 3 times 2, then the denominator will have 2, we multiply the power again, 3 times 2, and then multiply, this one remains the same, of course it's already simplified. So we'll have, if we multiply this one, simplifying, we have on the numerator 2 raised to negative 10, multiplying, of course, 2 raised to 6. So all of this one in bracket, and then we have outside the bracket we have 2 raised to half. I forgot that one. We are having all the bracket raised to half. So in the denominator we'll have, if you multiply 2, of course we'll have negative 6. Then we'll have times 2 raised to 4. So on the bracket, let's work out the bracket. From the law of indices, we understand that if we are multiplying 2 of which the bases are the same, we add the power. So we pick 2 and add the power. So negative 10, we add 6, all of these one raised to half, times 2 raised to 6, of course. In the denominator also we are multiplying, so we add the powers to simplify. Negative 6 plus 4. So working in the bracket of the numerator, we'll have 2. Negative 6 plus 10, we'll have negative 4. 2 raised to negative 4, of course, raised to half, times 2 raised to 6. Over the denominator, if we simplify, we'll have 2. We'll have 2 raised to negative 6 plus 4, we have negative 2. So from the law of indices, if we having a variable raised to an index raised to another index, we multiply the index. So we have 2, negative 4 multiplied by half, we have negative 2. Then we have solved the bracket, so times 2 raised to 6 over 2 raised to negative 2. So if you're having the bases are the same, so we'll add the powers on the numerator. So we'll have 2, we are adding negative 2 to 6, of course, over 2 raised to negative 2. If we add on the numerator negative 2 plus 6, we have 2 raised to 4. Since this one are dividing, we'll indicate here divide by 2 raised to negative 2. So if we are dividing from the law of indices, if we are dividing and the bases are the same, we minus the power. So we have the final answer to be 2. 4, of course, you are minusing, subtracting the powers. 2 minus negative 2. Our final answer is 2. This one becomes a plus, so 2 raised to 6. You can simplify or you can leave your answer at that point.